Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Drink with Crazy. What's going on, everybody? Where's my buttons? Found it. What's going on, everybody? Oh, that is not going to help this cough. Ladies and gentlemen, boy, it's been a hot minute since I've interviewed somebody, but I figured I might as well get started again with the last interview that I did, where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be gone for a while, because that was a downer. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got Vaughn Coleman tonight. What's going on, good sir? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I have yet another book. Can you believe it? I made another comic book.
I know. Well, what's freaking crazy is because I've been a little bit out of the loop. Royce forgot how to stream. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, caffeinated wolf. What's up, everybody in the chat? Real quick, just so everybody knows, I'm getting over a cold, or I don't know, some gayness that I caught. I've been coughing and hacking all day and sneezing and blowing my nose. So I'm gonna fake it till I make it tonight. And you, as the chat, are going to you're gonna do that with me, okay? So. Hot. Got to keep that mute button on lock. Oh, good God. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Dude, it's been absolutely insane. And if anybody has any questions for Vaughn, just put like question and like colon or semicolon or whatever and drop it down there. If you really want your question like answered like right now, like during the conversation, you guys can always drop a super chat. I'll do
Send
that.
him money.
Fucking. Well, I didn't say it like that.
You didn't have. That's what you got me for, dude.
Right.
That way you can disavow it. You know.
Right. That seems to be most of my guests, which is weird. I'm like, no, I don't want to be shameless like that. And all my guests are like, no, we'll totally be shameless for you.
It's important.
It's important. So, no, man, it's so crazy because I feel like I just talked with you about Phenomenova #1. Mm-hmm. And now here you are doing your third one, which is absolutely insane. And then not only that, but you just, dude, you've definitely got the grind set mentality down. I'm seeing pictures of you at all the cons and stuff like that. You're hitting all the shows. And obviously, let me drop that Kickstarter link for everybody down below so that way we can get that going for you. But the one thing that I really wanted to talk with you about, I mean, you're releasing 3 books pretty close together in compared to how most people, in comparison to the speed of most guys at your level. But you've also got you're also grinding through all the cons, the shows, the interviews, the podcasts, like even if they're smaller or larger or whatever. And like, what's that experience like? What keeps driving you through that? How much are you doing that, like, we see and even don't see?
Oh, God. I mean, you don't want to see the boring. Like, I'll give you an example. I was doing the boring stuff you don't want to see today, right? So I was like looking at all the conventions I want to go to and just going through dates and going, oh no, these two are the same date, and making spreadsheets and then I blink and hours pass. So there are a lot of days like that where I'm like, because I was like, oh, I'll write a cool script to give it to an artist. This is fun. And now I'm making spreadsheets and doing dates and looking at like travel expenses. And I'm like, well, do I know anyone in this state who has a house that I could, so like stuff like that. Because I remember like there are people that will be like, wow, you made so much money. I'm like, no, I'm raising money for my products. It's not my money.
That's funny, dude.
But I mean, there's so many like little things. And here's the thing, you get better at it. The key is you have to mess up off camera so that way people only see the cool stuff.
I like that.
Term,
I like that. You're key.
You don't see any of the bad drafts. They're not published.
Listening to a lot of people who are like uber successful, they're just like, you have no idea. Like, you don't see what's on the back end. You don't see everything that goes into this. You guys just see that final finished product and like, how either good it looks or, however it turns out. But man, I swear, like every time I see you post something, you're always in a new place. You're always in a new spot. You're always
Oh yeah,
shaking
because I
hands
have
with.
ADHD.
Yeah, that probably works.
But no,
But
I'm always going to cons. Yeah.
yeah, and I just well, like I said, and not only that, but you're also doing like the podcast and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like when I look at this, because I mean I've done, I got to a point where I was doing like 3 live streams a week, plus
Mm-hmm.
the ones I was getting invited on, plus doing videos and stuff like that. And I know what my schedule
Exhausting.
looked like. Well, and then I work and stuff like that, the blue collar job. But then all of a sudden here, I look over and like you're hunting it down, dude. You're chasing it down. Like you're not just relying on like social media to do the advertising for you. You're boots on the ground, advertising, getting out there,
Mm-hmm.
and doing all that. And like you say, I mean, you talk about you're not making any money effectively. You're putting it all on the line right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
do you have a day job or like are
kind of,
you
I have a part-time one right now, but I do have one. And yeah, I've been putting more hours into that, which is weird because it's like the more I started working the day job, I almost found that was like more, and then I had 2 part-times for a bit. The more the more I kind of go, oh, I have less time, and it almost forces me to go, okay, what is actually important? And it almost like made me a more effective worker when I started working more hours at the other, because I was like, and I don't hate my jobs, but I'm like, I don't want to do this forever, So I would go, okay, how do I make this work? Let's go to these cons. Okay, what is resonating with people? Because there's a disconnect often between what resonates online and what resonates in person.
right?
Yeah. I'll tell you, there are some people that care about variants in person, but not as many, because most people don't care about me. And they'll just like, oh, who's this blonde guy selling me a book? They don't know. Like
Right.
you might say, oh, people, I'm seeing you everywhere on social media. Maybe you are, but most of these people have no idea who I am. And so it's kind of like you start from ground zero when you it's nice to see the occasional backer walk up to me, depending on the con. Like Garden State, I had a few more than usual. Heroes Con, I had more than usual. But generally speaking, most of these cons I go to, no, they don't know who I am. I've had a few people go, "You're the Phenomenova guy." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm doing my job."
I mean, hey, you might not know my name, but you know the name of my product.
Yeah, which is the important part, right?
That's the important part. No, and that's it's interesting to see, and I think, and that's part of the reason I was kind of watching everybody do their thing for a while. While I was taking a break, trying to figure out time management more than anything. It wasn't that like before I wasn't out of time. It was I was managing my time wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know the feeling very well. Because you might just only see the good stuff, and this is the thing with social media. There are days where, like, I'll give an example. I was writing my friend's script, right? Mm-hmm. Like last week, I was writing like a madman, bouncing between like Phenomenova is not my only project, and I'm writing my friend's script, and I found one of my writing kryptonites that I think I've worked through effectively. I'm actually proud of it because I like when I find something that I'm struggling with, and that was a dream sequence I found. Because I'm usually using my logical, well, this happens in this, and then dream. Mm-hmm. It's like, throw that out the window. And I'm like, and I was like going through a flow state of this done, this done, this done. And then I'm in a writing block where I'm just hours just pacing back and forth going, what if it's this? Or what if it's this? Or what if that? So it's not an exact thing. Or sometimes I'll spend hours going back and forth on something with a story or something with a graphic design or which artist I want to do for a cover, budgeting. So it's not always the cool stuff. Right. And I think time management is absolutely a thing. And one of the things that's helped, honestly, weirdly, has been these live streams because they're at a set time. And then I kind of go, okay, I have this time on my calendar. I'm working this time to this time on this day. I have an appointment here. I'm going to the gym at this time. Okay, now I get to block out my time. Now I have my to-do list. All right, what do I need to get done first? And I'm kind of getting better at that. So I have like
prioritization.
Yeah. So I'll have like 5 I'll give you an example. It says bourbon makes it better.
Bourbon.
No, it just says bourbon for a while. Like, oh, generic. It's just
First glass of bourbon makes it better. The 12th glass of bourbon
does
makes
not.
it rough.
No, yeah, what was I gonna say? But what if I did all those things while riding a motorcycle? I didn't think about that, and I won't think about that because that
sounds dangerous.
That sounds
horribly dangerous.
Yeah.
No.
Just instant death. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of it is figuring out what works and what doesn't, and ultimately deciding, okay, I want to work, and ultimately my goal is to kind of do more of this, but I'm like, let's get my priorities straight. I want more books on the table, because one of the things, the worst feeling is when someone comes by my convention and goes, oh, I bought your first 2 issues. When's the 3rd one? And I'm like, no, I missed the sale. So I always want to have something new on the table.
Right.
But it's also that requires money, going to cons, and it's kind of balancing it out, seeing what's coming in. And so it's a lot of work. You're managing money, you're managing energy, you're managing a lot of managing is what I was surprised by.
I mean, I'm assuming you have like at least a couple of people that you also are like helping you out and stuff like that too, that you kind of also do. Do you have a team that you have to manage as well, or is it mostly just you?
My creative team, yeah. I'll have my editors. Sometimes I'll have to like push back like my launch, because it's like my artists have this going on. Wrangling talent is another thing too. Like, all right, we need this variant cover. No. This person had something come up in their lives. Okay, crap. Now let's push back a couple weeks. Where's this person at? Over here. And so that's a lot.
Right. Wrangling artists is like wrangling cats. I have found out. Yeah.
And then, I guess also like even then when it comes to like, I have a physical calendar that I look at. I'm like, okay, I've got my interview with Royce today. Okay, I have this much time, and I would love to eventually have people just do all my menial tasks. Like, oh my God. For now, it's basically me. Doing most of that stuff. Like, I'd love to get someone else to even just make social media posts. Hey, can you spam this link in like 50 Facebook groups? Thank you. Yeah. While I write something or do literally anything but that. No? Okay. This is just me.
Dicebag try wrangling D&D players. Been there. Just any tabletop player for that. Any tabletop player for that matter. Just no, it's like you say, you're starting out, getting going, and it's really awesome to be able. Well, and you're kind of also at that point in your life where, being a single young man, you can kind of push that energy out there. You can, you're not like, you don't have to balance like family and a wife and kids and then maintain a house and all that stuff.
I can't even imagine.
What I'm saying is it's like you're figuring all of this time management stuff out now as a young man, pushing to make the inevitable future, possible, or pushing to make the future inevitable. I should say that's a better way to phrase it. And it like I said, I remember talking with you, like it does not feel like very long ago, about your first book coming out.
Yeah.
I remember reacting to that on stream.
I remember seeing that reaction. I was like, yeah, people think it looks cool.
Yeah. And now here you are again on your 3rd book, and there's you and a small handful of people that I'm just seeing just push and just go. And it's really awesome to see the younger crowd coming in, not thinking that there's something great, there's something special, because I feel like a lot of that got into mainstream, whether it was comics or movies or anything. It was like, oh, well, I'm just owed my time, and and you guys aren't doing that.
No, no, not at all. Because I mean, one of the things that I think I always approach with the mentality of like, these are the masters that I'm going to pull from, right?
Right.
And I think a lot of people have this mentality of, well, they're old, they're stinky, we could do better. And it's like, all right, dude. Like they built the kingdom you're walking into, like you own the place. And it's like, To me, it's taking it and kind of going my own direction. And you will be repeatedly, if you have an ego and you're doing indie comics, don't worry, the world will very humble you very quickly.
Yeah, that's
very
one thing.
quickly.
That's one thing that I've noticed too, and it seems like a lot of the people who make a good go at it are a lot of the people who are more humble about it. They're like, look, I'm not out here. I'm not trying to start some click war on the internet. I'm not doing any of that. I'm making my book because I want to make my book, and I'm going to try to get it in as many people's hands as possible. And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
All the Twitter war, all the social media war, all that other crap. It's like none of that matters.
It doesn't.
None of that matters.
Especially because I go to cons a lot, so it's really nice to kind of touch reality. You know what people care about? They see me, they don't know who I am, and they go, right. Do I want this book or not?
Right.
That's it. That is what 99%, like I have, maybe I might have just hit 2,000 followers on Twitter. I'm not a big name, and that's just a matter of fact. And, what I just tweeted out or what someone tweeted about me or whatever, barely ever is that relevant in the grand scheme of things. I'm on the front page of Global Comics right now, which was a surprise to me. They were like, oh, they interviewed me. They go, by the way, we put you on the front page as a staff pick. Like, just casually mention that. I'm like, what?
That's pretty cool.
So I'm still up there. And I don't know, if any of these people know who I am, aside from my name on the text. But none of that matters. What matters is it seems like people are really liking my story. Now, sometimes I'll get feedback. Hey, maybe the pacing could be faster next issue. Hey, maybe more of this, blah, blah, blah. But that's the kind of stuff I love to hear.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, you're going to get better as time goes on. You're going to learn how to write, bigger and better stories. And I mean, again, you're only on your third book right now, which I mean, as if you've ever watched an anime, dude, you're not even into the first arc yet. You haven't even started the first arc.
No, people were like, because that was the tough part about making a team book where the team doesn't show up until now, issue 3. Because we were like, what is Phenomenova? I'm like, we'll get to it, man. And because, and now
chill.
Yeah, which is part of why I think it was pushing so fast, because I was like, I can't keep having a book called Phenomenova that doesn't have the title team in it. That's, I think, part of what like really pushed me is no matter like, and I have to be honest, there's a part of me that's always like, I'm not doing enough. And people around me are like, Vaughn, what are you talking about? Like, take a chill pill. And I'm like, no. I got to keep going. Because now that I actually have the team, I would say it takes the weight off my back, but knowing myself, I'm going to keep putting pressure on. But
you're going to have ulcers by the time you're my age, dude.
Yeah, I might have to, slow down a bit. But the title team is showing up.
I'll say this, man, keep doing it as long as you got the energy to keep doing it. Because, I mean, eventually you'll slow down whether you want to or not.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that's a thing. That's inevitable.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, 100%. But,
goodness.
I have a lot of books. And here's another thing, too, is like, you'll notice if you go to my channel, I haven't streamed as much. But I did a ton of writing. I have a short story collection with my friend Allie, she's been on Iron Age Nights. I've heard her, you guys. She and I are doing a short story collection. We had a bunch of people submit. So that's going to be a lot of fun when that comes out. So that there's also a story in that's set in the Phenomenova universe. Follows it like basically a group of criminals being hunted by a violent anti-hero. It's like a slasher film from their perspective, kind of.
Right.
That I thought was fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I was like in Arkham City when you're taking out the thugs. I'm like, imagine if you're one of those guys. Like you're big. This is the scariest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Reaper thing.
Yeah. Imagine you're just the guy who's doing his job at a local security house, and all of a sudden you just get like dropped from the ceiling by Batman.
Oh, terrifying.
I was just working security. What the fuck?
Right. So you're jaywalking, and then Batman like beats the shit out of you.
Right. What the fuck? What's going on?
I stole gum from the store. Oh my, that would be fun. Like someone just like extreme force on people who just do like really minute crimes.
Oh god, dude, it'd be so good. Just like Well, what is it? It's like the sketch is like the cop just takes it to the extreme. He's like, but
Yeah.
the law said. It's like somebody's jaywalking, so the cop just hits him with a car.
Just
God, if you weren't
plows in.
jaywalking, that wouldn't have happened. Oh my
Call it-
God.
You call it brutality, I call it accountability.
I call it accountability.
Justice.
Oh God. A question here for you. Fubar Digital Lounge. I'm only here for important questions and important answers. Important question. Number 1, who is the redhead on the issue number 3 cover of Phenomenova?
So that is Vivacity. So if you've read the first 2 issues, there's this girl that's been alluded to twice but has not been seen. So the first issue, the indirect reference to Phenomenova is there's basically a scene where a detective and his brother, who's the captain, are like, hey, where's your daughter? And the detective, who's a redhead, goes, her team is prepping for takeoff now. Now we're finally seeing that team is Phenomenova, and she's the redhead member of the team. That is Vivacity. So she can absorb solar energy, convert it into energy blasts. So that's her ability.
You know what ruined energy blasts for me?
What?
When I started understanding more scientifically what energy actually is, I'm like, oh, that's not how it works at all.
No, it's
that's not how energy works at all.
Well, yeah, no, I learned when lasers work from a friend, and I was like, that ultimately you have to make a decision. Okay, do I want to be realistic or do I want to be whatever? And but she uses it differently. She converts it into like concussive force blasts. Right. So kind of like Cyclops' visor almost, but she could shoot them from wherever. But she can also channel them into laser eyes. So she could do that, and she could fly. So her Vivacity is a girl who's generally like very happy and animated. She'd be vivacious. So Vivacity, she's literally full of energy.
Oh, you made a bubbly redhead. Oh dear God.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna get a certain audience for this one. Oh. Gee, what? Why did I sell so many of issue number 3? No clue.
Issue 3, yeah, I mean issue 3 we got the full team though, and basically I spent the first 2 issues. I'm like, hey, you know that character that I got you to care for? Yeah, he's barely gonna be in issue 3. But he'll be back in 4. But I wanted to I was building up the mystery of who this team is and what happened at this reactor heist. Because in issue 1, he totally messes up this reactor heist. He gets frozen, and then you don't see what happened on the mission. You're given hints to this person got injured. This thing happens. Yep. Now we're going back in time and exploring this reactor heist because at a certain point, the team showed up. He missed them. But now we get to go flash back because we have this character who has the blindfold named Estrella. She can absorb memories of a place through physical contact. So she's like a detective. She can see and hear by absorbing the memories of the world around her. And so she is able to kind of figure out, how did the villains get in? What were they trying to steal? Who are these guys? And then reliving her memories with the team and her facing off against them. We're kind of unraveling some of the mystery while introducing a lot of new characters and showing some action.
That's super cool, man. And like I said, just the fact that you're opening this up so much from especially where you started
it is psychometry. Yes. I just didn't know if people know that. Andrew, good man.
I've never ever heard that before.
The first time I heard that was Battle Angel Alita. That's where I got the idea from, actually.
Oh.
Battle Angel. She's a mix of that and like Toph Beifong from Avatar, Little Daredevil, Lady Justice, obviously. But yeah, no, I got that from. There's a character named, I think, Kaus. I don't know how you pronounce it in Alita that has psychometry, and I was like, I had never heard of that power before.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wrangler for 420, dude. Thank you for the super chat. I would try to do the joke for that, but I'm coughing a lot tonight, and I feel like that would kill my throat. Oh yeah, my wife brought me cough drops. Oh God, thank God. She brought me the ones that work too, not those gay ones that they put in the store. They're like, this tastes like wonderful strawberries, and I'm like, can you give me the cough drops that would like send you into next month? You remember the ones when we were kids? You went out maybe.
No, I was born in 1999.
I was born in 91, dude. We had good cough drops back then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I was fine with my cough drops, so maybe I didn't. I know there's God, So what do you qualify as a? So do you think Ricola is bad?
They don't work.
Hmm.
The real cough drops, please. Yes. The real cough drops, you were not allowed to have more than a certain amount of them a day, because, yeah, they started doing liver damage or some shit. They were awesome.
What?
Yeah, it was great.
That's
Yeah, the old
that's
school.
no.
Yeah, the old Halls cough drops that they had before they had to
Oh,
change
Halls.
before they had to change the formula, because apparently it wasn't.
When did
good
that
for you.
happen?
I don't know. It was a while ago.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it used to. Oh, dude, you used to take a cough drop and it would evacuate your sinuses in your throat. Just nothing lived there, and you were just like,
Yeah, see, they would kind of do that, but mine never. I don't remember them ever doing it to that extent. I had to go through like a whole thing of them.
Yeah, no. This was like you take like one of them and you're good. They don't make them anymore like that though. Anyway, moving forward. So, I mean, you mentioned earlier that you're also writing for other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like how, and obviously that fits into the time management and stuff like that. But like, how many more people are you writing for? Just one person, multiple, or
Kind of multiple. It depends. Like I'll give you an example. Bats wants to do something in my universe, Mr. Bat Sauce.
that'd be cool.
Yeah. So that's not. That's more as of me right now. Me just kind of we're talking about it. Well, so then my buddy Zach, who did one of my covers for issue 3, the villains cover, is doing a sci-fi book, and I'm writing that. So that has been really exciting. And so I kind of am managing my time where I'm like, I have this much time during the day. What can I bang out? Let's focus on what has the closest deadline. Okay, he wants to start artwork soon. Let me do this. Okay, we can't really afford an artist on this project right now. Maybe shelve that. And so that's kind of how I manage it. But another project I'm working on is I'm doing a book with my friend Theo Snodgrass called I Can Fix Her. It's see, just from the title.
No, you can't.
No, yeah, I know. Can't. That's so that's
I shouldn't say that because I fucking did that shit. I did actually fix her.
That's good for you, man. Yeah, no, it follows a demon hunter who has an ex-girlfriend who's half demon, but she's not like other demons. She's different.
I bet she is.
So keep an eye out for that.
Oh no!
So that one I'm gonna be doing concurrently with Phenomenova. Like the more I raise on this, the more confident I am. But everyone laughs at just the title of that book. The thing that drives me nuts is I'm afraid that's just gonna outsell Phenomenova like that. And I'm like, all right, great.
Going to in a heartbeat.
The big titty goth girl book is gonna just outsell like all the years I poured into this won't even matter.
Yeah.
And you know what? I won't even. All right, I'll do mild complaining, but I'll be happy because either way I make money. So, well, here's the thing. I don't even care about the money right out the gate.
Dude,
that was one of the things that's realized.
You're selling a big titty goth girl book, and you're naming it "I Can Fix Her."
Yeah, that's a
yes.
Right.
Yes, it's going to sell well.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm 100%. We're gonna be moving forward with that.
Let me put it to you this way: the first one will sell well, and if it's written well and the characters are good, the second one will sell well.
Yeah. So we're working on just one. But keep an eye out for that because we may start soon. We have the script written. We just need to like fine tune a few things, and then we should be able to start on that.
That's cool.
Yes, I noticed, Hero Darky Dark. You sold me on your book.
Yeah, I've got the first 2 sitting over here.
Yeah, I read both. I like them both too. They're good.
I hit up Hero Darky Dark after I read the second one, and I was like, second one wasn't as good for me as the first one was. It was just it was a pacing thing. I
liked it.
I think I was also tired as hell that day when I read it too, because I finally found it because my kids lost it for, I shit you not, like 8 months.
Oh.
Because the kids decided to clean, and they took my comic book, and it was cleaned somewhere in the house.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I couldn't find it for like 8 months, and I finally found it. I was like, "Oh, cool! I want to read this," and I finally read it, and I was like, "So I think I was in a bad headspace. I'm not a goth girl guy personally.
Well,
Mike has bad knees. I don't know how you be like that.
Well, I don't see. I'll be honest. The aesthetic itself doesn't really do a lot for me either which way, but it's more so like the meme is funny. if a girl's hot, she's hot. Like, I don't really give a shit if she's wearing all black. You know, I could take it or leave it. Just being honest. Like, we're going all in on it.
I mean, but you have.
There's levels to goth too. Like, there's like the girls that wear like I'll give you an example. I was in LA. There was this chick who had like a piercing here and like a chain, and I'm like, that's too much. I'm like, that's too much.
No, you gotta go. No, you gotta go to the like one of the OG.
And they'll wear like fangs in public. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm a vampire. Like, no, you're not.
Nope. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Pretty sure that's where my goth girl thing came from. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
See, I had a few.
The Hex Girls, yeah.
The Hex Girls was good. Raven from Teen Titans, that was an early one for a lot of us.
Yep.
Also, there's this show, well, not my generation, called Victorious. Yeah, so that would have been my generation. There's a character named Jade who was the
weird
goth
because
girl.
you're only 8 years younger than me.
Well, right, but like there's a very specific set of years you watch Nickelodeon and then it disappears from your mind, right?
Yeah, that's
like
right. Oh, Sam from Danny Phantom. That was another one.
Oh yeah. She was let's see. There wasn't one in God, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. I'm definitely gonna that's the thing, my mind blanked because I knew a bunch, but when I was writing down references, I was
gentlemen, we've got enough of you in the chat. Start naming cartoon goth girls.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Come on.
What do we pay you for? Oh, we don't.
I don't pay them. Shh, don't put that out there. God.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should be like, you pay your chat? No. What?
Oh, by the way, John, John Douglas. I was going through the whole. So you've been away. Did you see the whole Orc City debacle?
But yes, because he sent it to me in DMs. I was like, John, what did you do? I'm like, he gets banned off YouTube, and then no bullshit. Like a week later, he goes viral, and then a week after that, he does it again.
Dude, yeah, he did it. He did it again recently. He kicked the hornet's nest again. And I was going through. Now they were like, people like get mad at me. Like, no way, Orc City is sharing his opinions again.
Dude, I just like I love John to death because he loves being a professional asshole online.
Dude, because the Orc City, I will say he took that very well. Like he took that, right? Like my feed was nothing but Orc City for like a week. I was like,
that's funny, dude. That is fucking hilarious. No, dude, that was John lives with his foot in the hornet's nest. Yeah. Dude. He said, I had to get off Twitter because I got to a point one day when I went to go like comment to a post, and all it was me just like trying to be like a one-liner, like throw a one-liner at somebody, and I was like, wait a minute, is that all this app is? It's just a bunch of people. Yeah, it's just a bunch of people throwing one-liners at each other, and I was like, oh. And I literally, at that point, dude, I got to a point where I was like, I don't want to be on this app anymore. And
yeah, that's what I quit it multiple times, but now I kind of need it. But the thing is, it encourages clapbacks, and it's like, that's cool. But there are so many times I'm like, this isn't worth responding to. Like so many times. Right. It encourages that because it wants you to stay engaged in the app itself. Whereas most of my time I spend there is, hey, check out something that's not on Twitter.
Dude, I've been internet arguing with people since fucking MySpace, man. Like I've been doing it a while, so I just got to a point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. I'd rather have productive conversations.
Yeah, you're not gonna have those on Twitter, really.
No. Every so often, somebody wants to say some shit, and then I'm like, all right, well, I'll have you on, and I'll kick your ass in a debate online, and then we'll move on. It'd be a great time. Fun times. Had for all. Royce is MySpace old. I am MySpace old.
Dude, MySpace, actually, I never had
AOL
it.
chat room old.
Nice.
But I was way too young to be on that. Shouldn't have been on AOL chat when I was on AOL. I was probably on AOL chat when you were like 2.
Yeah, see, that was I never used AOL. So what I used was like when I first got social media, like Instagram was the new thing. I think was the first one I got. And then Facebook was already getting kind of old by that time.
This is so funny.
If Chris lost the argument, you were taken out of his top 8.
You know what that is?
No.
That's your MySpace top 8. You used to get to rearrange your top 8, like who your top 8 friends were.
Why top 8?
Because that's just what could fit in the fucking square. And it was 4 up here and 4 here. or however it was organized, or maybe it was 2 and 2. I can't remember. But yeah. Oh man, that hurts hearing that. Oh man. Dude, oh man, it was so yeah. And then people would get mad. They'd be like, "Well, why is this person in their top? I was in the top 8 last week." And I'd be like, "Dude, shut the fuck up. I rearrange it every week." Like, "Oh, you do?" I'm like, "Yes."
That's
yeah. Oh, dude, it was so funny.
Oh my god, I should bring that back just for because the thing is I have noticed that like literally is the first time I'm hearing of this concept, so it'd be weird if I brought it back because I don't get it. But what I was saying was, so with the Orc City thing, I had been collecting, like when people say something good about my comic, I've been sharing it on social media. And the day I post a quote from John, who gave my book 5 stars, literally the day I go, "Oh wow, today is not the day to be sharing this." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" That was the day the York City thing dropped. Like I had no idea. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay." So now he's
wasn't it like Bloomberg or the New York Times had to like break down his meme or something like that?
Really?
Oh, dude, it went huge. Like a mainstream media outlet had to be like, "What is this Orc City thing talking about?" It's fucking wild, dude. He sent me the screenshot of it. I was like, I was talking with him in DMs, and I was like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Oh my god! I'm looking at this Orc City meme explained. Holy shit! I didn't know it was that big. I only knew from Twitter. This is crazy,
dude. You got to share it.
This is insane. I'm looking at this. Holy shit!
I told you, it's wild, isn't it?
Many view Douglas' writing as amusingly derivative. His prose sparks up a creative writing exercise across social media. As executions started inserting city references into jokes.
Dude, I was like, "What?" This was, and all this shit went down like a month after I got off Twitter or something like that. And I was like, "What did you do?" He's like, "I just put some shit out there, man." And I'm like, no, you did something more than that. What the dude? It was wild. What news website?
This is Forbes. Holy shit.
That's who it was. It was Forbes.
No, but it was Forbes, Daily Dot, Know Your Meme, Political Risk Wire, MSN.
That's so funny, dude.
Crypto Pulpit. This is crazy. I didn't know it was that big.
Oh, dude, it went huge. It went fucking huge. John,
if you want to do an Orc City comic book, well, actually, maybe
he might have some offers on the table for that. Actually,
yeah.
I don't know, dude. Oh, dude,
it might be too big for me, John. I don't know,
man. It was so funny, dude. He just sent me the screenshot. I was like, "You made it into Forbes?" And he's like, and he was like, and he's posted shit. He's like, "My book sales have never done better."
That's crazy. Oh man, no, it's so
funny.
Good. Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's
Shut
so
up,
funny.
Bud Sauce in the chat talking smack. No, right. Bud Sauce. Yeah, his book's gonna be good. All right, Bud Sauce. Do you like? You should write something with Orc City.
Oh no.
But it's funny because I looked into it, and the name of the place isn't even Orc City. It was lowercase c, right?
I don't remember.
I remember seeing the passage, and I was like, "That's not that bad." Like, I don't know why people were like acting like it was the worst thing ever.
I don't know. Oh, because that's how everybody got to act online, dude.
Yeah, people like. All right, so if I ever get into controversy, people will be like, "You know what? I actually never liked Phenomenova. It kind of sucks, actually."
Yeah.
You know, Vaughn Coleman, never liked that guy.
Yeah, no. Second I see you in some shit, dude, I'm changing my opinion.
Yeah, you'll be like, "You know what? Disavow everything."
I read that Popular Wife.
Yeah, and that. But no, I mean that's
like, I don't know. I was like, Vaughn's pretty white, man. He might be racist. He's like nobody's that white and not racist, right?
Mm. It's funny too because it's like that was one of the things that I guess
is funny to you. Oh God, this.
What I was saying was
that was an easy layup, dude. Come on,
it was an easy layup. Yeah. One of the things that's funny or that's kind of weird is I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, when it comes to because that kind of stuff does result in temporary sales, right?
Yeah.
Like that's great. But if you're just seeking moments like that, I guess actually stuff like that is fine because no one was harmed by the Orc City. Like that kind of drama I like because it's totally harmless. You know?
I just, yeah, dude, that was I'm like, how? I just, dude,
I need
John's
my
just,
own Orc City moment. That's what I need.
John's just a magical creature wrapped up in a pissed off Louisiana man. Like he just is, dude. It's so funny. I love the
I
fuck
need
out
my
of
own
that
Orc City. But until then, I'll just keep selling my books, and I think that's fine. That's and often when it comes to selling my books, like one of the things that's cool about campaigns is because people can see the numbers. Often, like if I'll give an example, if I'm close to 5K and I'm like, let's say 100 or 90 something backers, I could be like, we're 7 away from this goal, or we're $100 away from this solid number. That kind
Right.
of stuff is really nice because people they're like, oh, I want to hit this arbitrary. The
Yeah.
number doesn't mean anything. 5,000 is whether it's 499, but people kind of like having those solid numbers.
There's a psychology to that actually. One of the people that I heard talking about that a while back, I don't remember. I think it was like some video documentary I was watching about like big YouTubers, and they ended up talking about Mr. Beast. And one of the videos that ended up making him go super viral is somebody was like, he ended up giving away like 10K to a homeless guy or something like that, because that's what Mr. Beast has always done. And they were like, well, we're only going to sponsor you for $5,000. And he's like, no. He's like, because it's not going to look as good on a thumbnail. He's like, for some reason, he's like, psychologically speaking, and he's like, you need that big 10 and then all the zeros after it. And he's like, that's going to be the video we have got. And I mean, turns out it paid dividends. I mean, the guy's worth like $1 billion or something like that. But it's the psychological aspect of how things look to us aesthetically, right? And like a 1 with zeros after it looks way better than a 5 with zeros after it. I don't know why, but it does,
That's so weird. I just hit 10K on an unrelated note, so maybe that will make people. I'm always curious. It's also a weird thing running a campaign because it'll be like really good and then nothing, and then really good and then nothing, and then and I don't know.
And not only that, there's not really a good way to do it. Like I said, from what I'm to understand, boots on the ground is the best way to get a campaign out there.
Yeah.
And start selling. Like that is what I've heard from everybody. They're like, all the Twitter stuff, all the social media stuff. They're like, that's fine. Boots on the ground, get out there, shaking hands, kissing rings, blessing babies, whatever you do to sell a book. Like get out there, and see people in front of you, and that's what's going to push book sales. That's one of the biggest things that I've heard, and a lot of people, I think discount it a lot, especially because from what I'm to understand, cons are a lot smaller now than they used to be. Just because
depends on the con.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, because to me, nothing really gets in the way of and this is just me being honest. Like, I think this is another thing. People like instant gratification. There are people that will they'll be like, yeah, sorry, like I kind of forget to back your campaign because it's not a priority because I know I'm going to see you at a show. And it's like, I could be like, man, but it's also, I still made money, So it's like, I'm not going to cry about it. If anything, I make it bigger, or I guess because I also have table costs. But ultimately, it's like a sales. People want stuff in your hands. Like crowdfunding, you have to understand, it's a gift to get these kinds of, to get any kinds of numbers, really, because you're literally asking people to give money to you for a product that doesn't exist yet. And you go, hey, I promise I won't scam you. But it's not like, you know what I mean? Like I go to a local comic shop and I could get stuff. Vaughn sounds like the meathead jock in Odd's high school drama who doesn't realize the mousy main character is hot until she takes off her glasses. What does that mean? That's
have
so
you never
specific.
seen an 80s high school?
No, I have. But that's so specific.
That's so specific. What do you mean? It's so specific. What did she mean? What the? You realize what you just said, right?
Oh, yeah. That was pretty dumb.
How are you selling books?
With my charisma.
My charisma. I got charism with the tism, baby.
Yeah. Well, she's seen me sell books. She knows I do a good job.
That's funny.
I do. I sell. No, but hold on. Well, all right. So glasses, yay or nay? What are our thoughts? What are our thoughts, Royce? Let's break this down. Glasses, yay or nay? Do it make a girl more or less attractive?
It definitely depends on the person. I would say.
I would agree. I will say, I'm like, oh, he has bad eyesight. That's not good.
My wife pulls off the sexy librarian look like really well.
That's good.
It's awesome. I know, I'm lucky.
She's goth and a librarian.
And she's
she'll like I Can Fix It. There's also both a librarian,
girl, and she's also lived a wild life too before she met me. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you will like. We don't have a cowgirl, but we do have both a librarian and a goth girl, and I Can Fix Her. I'll tell you that. So people will like this book. I think. I hope.
It's a book called I Can Fix Her about a big titty goth girl. Yeah, they're going to like the book.
They're going to like the book. Yeah, but no, that's going to be fun. But until then, we got Phenomenova. Like, if you guys don't know, it's superhero stories set 20 years after World War III. And we're finally introducing the title team, and they're trying to stop a heist in a nuclear reactor. And I mean, that has been so much fun because I'm finally... It's so... Because I wanted to make you care about one character before I gave you a team of characters. And it was like... So everyone else is like, Galvanite, like, I like him. And I'm like, I have been with this guy writing the same goddamn story while I have all the cool ideas that I actually wanted to get to for so long. And it's so cool to where I could finally just go, you get to sit on the bench for a bit. Okay, I like you. Just sit this. All right, we're going to pay attention to these people now.
You've got to have a character to introduce the world to. I think that's, because if you overwhelm too many people with too many characters and so on, they just like, I don't care.
There's a lot of indie books that I think like that you could tell that they just have all these ideas and they throw it all at you and they expect you to care. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Line psychology. One is a solid line. A point of focus. The zeros make people think of space, and when paired with one, draws people's attention. Interesting. Huh.
Well, on that note, I have 10,000 raised. So now that means you guys have to buy Line Psychology.
Oh, you're not even like fucking just shameless over here. You're like, hey, guys, I got $10,000. You guys want to give me more? You guys should give me more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
see, now it makes me feel bad immediately. What about 2? All right. Well,
what's going on?
No, he goes, yeah, well, you know what's better? $2,000.
Right.
So now I'm like, but you know what? It would look good.
Right. I haven't even seen the trailer for this yet.
No.
I watched
We call ourselves Phenomenova.
It's very loud.
Yesterday, the Stormbearers, a deadly group of mercenaries, took control of a nuclear reactor. Before we arrived on the scene, Galvanite, a superpowered teenage boy, attempted to stop them. He failed. His story ended there that day.
Oh, that ain't good.
Ours began shortly after. Today,
I get why people are asking about the redhead
of
now.
That day.
Really?
What?
Really?
What?
Yeah, never mind.
I will put the pieces together. And we will bring those responsible to justice.
Wait, so the Lightning Kid's dead?
No, he got frozen temporarily. And then he woke up, like at the end of issue 1, spoiler alert, he gets frozen and then he blacks out and he wakes up, and one of the veteran heroes that fought during World War III is like, I'm going to train you to be a part of a team called Phenomenova. Now, you met Estrella in issue 2, who scanned his memories and goes, I'm going to take these back to the reactor to continue my investigation. So we're told that he was rescued from the reactor. We're told that this team had a mission at the reactor, and this girl, the redhead girl, got hurt. But we're not given all the details as to what happened both before and after his part. So this is where we're filling in all the gaps now with the investigation.
Nice.
and he's kind of just taking it, feeling bad because his actions at the reactor may have gotten people hurt.
My brain went way darker and was like, and that's where his story ended. I was like, damn, he killed him. Oh my God.
Oh, I never even thought of it that way.
Yeah, it's just the way that the verbiage was. I was like, oh my God. I was like, wait, you
oh my God, so
the
how
lightning
many
kid, and then the lightning kid dies, and then you're like, by the way, here's this team, and it's like, what the fuck?
Oh my God, I never even, hang on. I've watched this so many times that never even occurred to me because I got a lot of new backers. I wonder how many people think he's just straight up dead. Like, oh, good. I think I didn't read the first 2 issues. I wonder how many people think he's dead. I never thought of that.
I also have a way of hearing shit wrong too. People are like, no, that's not what I said. I'm like, that's the words you use. They're like, yeah, that's the words I use, but that's not what I meant. I'm like, Oh my God, that lady is very angry right now.
There we go. There's the John Douglas quote.
Oh, you got Michael Odin in there too.
Oh yeah.
Film Comics Explained. That's pretty cool. Dude, you got a lot of attention from your first book.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's impressive, man. That is very impressive.
Yeah. Well, I felt it was good, and I was like, I want everyone to read it, and then if people liked it, I'd be like, what did you like about it? And so that, just seeing people say good things about my work, like, especially when I know they wouldn't be kissing my ass, it means the world.
Right? It means
really
more than $10,000.
I mean, kinda.
Kinda, I know, I get
you. You know, because if everyone goes, here's your money, the book still sucks, but I'm giving it to you because I feel bad for you, then that's kind of like,
I don't know, like, hate money might be kind of cool. It's like, you know, you get like hate clicks, but, and then there, like, years ago, I don't know if people still do it, but I know he didn't die because I actually read the first 2 books. Where it's, hey, I didn't read the first 2 books because I'm a fucking poor and I can't afford books right now, okay?
Okay, well, there's digital tiers, there's physical tiers. If you have a global comic subscription, you can read it on there with the membership. But otherwise, we got the catch-up tiers it's $5 per issue if you want digital. Otherwise, we do have physical copies.
You gotta go physical, guys. You always gotta go physical.
Yeah, the physicals, like I said, because especially when I go to trade, which I may go to a trade sooner than I initially was going to. I may go to, or at least a collected thing. First appearances tend to go there. So if you think this book has any potential to blow up one day, a lot of first appearances in this issue, and obviously the second issue has a few, and literally any character that shows up is objectively a first appearance, you know, in the first issue. So a lot of first appearances.
That's freaking cool, dude.
It got dark out. See, there's a point in the day where it just gets dark. So I feel like this whole stream, because I think it is around 7 or 6 where the sun starts to go down. So this whole stream, I've just been like, is it getting darker? It's just,
yeah.
This is this part of New Jersey.
That's how daylight works.
No, but I'm saying like this specific time. I know how daylight works, Royce.
That's how daylight works.
26 years old.
Time of the day, the sun goes down. What the fuck?
All right. You know what? I was just trying to make conversation with my good friend Royce, and I feel like, you know what, this is betrayal, honestly.
I mean, dude, if you're gonna be all up in your fifis like that, like,
yeah, I might cry about this. I might be like, I'll be like, don't go on this guy's show.
Like, oh, like,
I don't know why this guy's
baby wanted to cry on my show.
Don't, pussy.
Oh fuck. Oh.
All right, Seabats is giving me. I don't like that she's giving me a lip. I don't like it.
Does Vaughn know why the sky is blue? I'd be afraid to ask. Because he's going to say something, and like, I'm never good with one-liners. If you're giving me one-liners, dude, you're saying some things, good sir.
Why do you know why the sky is blue? I remember it was so cloudy growing up that I genuinely believe the sky was gray for the first few years of my life. That's so sad, Eric Grant. That's very sad.
That's terrifying. You still didn't answer the question.
Oh wait, you were asking me why the sky is blue?
Why are you fucking with your computer? Then you went dark. Now it's back. Now he thinks the sun's back up because his computer's bright now. No, I'm just.
I don't know who he's talking about. But the sky, well, because the ocean's blue.
Anyway, moving on. No, dude, fuck. I legitimately, I was going into this. I'm like, man, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna structure this a little bit, get some questions out the way, and then we're just gonna have fun, dude.
I'm not Googling it. That's not true. She's lying. She is lying.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, dude, that's funny. No, like I said, a few people when I said I was gonna do this, and I'm gonna look to get some people on. And people were like, Vaughn, and I was like, yeah, I was already thinking about that because I'd already shot you a message. Because I see what you're doing. Again, the drive that you have, you're still pushing, you're going. You're 3 books in, and like I said, I talked with you like a year ago, and you were on book 1, and now you're on book 3. And I'm like, that's kind of an impressive turnaround for being as small as you are. And so when I pull you over, I'm like, all right, well, we already did his background. I'm like, what do we do now? It's like, where is he at? And apparently you're at the super fun part of spreadsheets and time management.
No, I'm actually at good stuff too. No, I'm writing more than ever. But you were just asking about like some of the, like, is there anything that's off camera and that whatever. Right. And that's but also I wrote a bunch of short stories for a short story collection.
That's cool. That's cool.
That was really cool. I'm writing, like I said, a sci-fi book with my buddy Zach. I'm writing I Can Fix Her. I've written Phenomenova issues. I've revised 4 through 8 recently, though I think I'm going to revise 4 a bit more heavily. So I have plans for like way down the line as well. Like I keep going back to other stories I want to make. Vivacity, the redhead character, there's the cover with her. That artist was done by the girl who co-created the character. She was originally going to draw the series, then left, but she did design Vivacity before she ever showed up in the series. So by the time it was time for her to show up, she had some stuff clear her off. And she's like, yeah, like, I'm coming back if you want to work on something. I'm like, why don't we do the origins of this character, Vivacity? Everyone already likes her, and she hasn't even shown up yet. So we will be doing Phenomenova Origins Vivacity at some point. So we got that going. Multiple projects, really. But yeah, so that artist right there, we're definitely going to do something with Vivacity at some point.
There's a reason that people like Vivacity.
The redheads.
She's like, I don't know why people like this chick.
She's good. She's a good character. She's one of my favorites, though. I mean, I like all my children. That's the thing. They're all my children.
A lot of talent.
But no, yeah.
Dude, that's really freaking cool that you're doing all that.
So obviously, the more I make, from campaigns, the more I could push. But like, I really try and reinvest and just keep the momentum going because people like you're saying, people like seeing this guy's doing stuff.
No, and that's awesome to see. And again, it's part of that. It's not just like your work. Because one of the things that I am definitely not good at is like I can work my ass off. I can work hard, but I always tend to work in the wrong direction. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do that all the time. I'm like, yeah. Why am I working on this thing that wouldn't come out for years and that I can't afford?
Or it's this other thing. It's just like, man, I keep working my ass off in this direction, but it's not doing anything more than it did before. And usually when you're working hard, you want to have some sort of like incremental growth or something.
Right.
And it's like, that's one of the things that I'm seeing you doing is you're actively going through and figuring out like what works, what doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't feel like that.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't, but I mean, you got $10,000.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of dollars more than I have. So you must be doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah, they tell me, because sometimes I'm like, I don't think I'm doing it right. People are like, you're doing all right. I'm like, oh, I guess so.
Yeah, you literally are a kid that nobody had ever heard of.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, before you get done with your first campaign, everybody that I was talking with, and I was talking with a lot of people, knew who the fuck you were, had already spoken to you, already planned on getting your book, were planning on seeing you at cons, and I was like, what just happened? You literally went from like you kind of became a household name with all the indie comics like podcast circuit.
Yeah, I have a
end of your
spreadsheet
first-
for that too.
Yeah, before the end of your first campaign, and I was like, what's going on here?
Man.
What just happened? Like, think about it. And so again, when I see what you're doing, I can see that incremental growth.
Yeah.
And you're working hard, but you're at least in some aspect working in the right direction.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
appreciate
always
that.
awesome to see, dude.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I mean, I do really, I work hard to get my stuff out there because I truly believe in it. And I know networking, one of the things I was always taught was networking is super important. And it is, but I also enjoy this too. Like I enjoyed talking to you and talking to these other people, you know. I enjoy making connections, and it leads to things like now Bats and I are working on something. My friend Theo and I, that was a networking thing. Now we're working on something. You know, I've met some of my closest friends through just networking or just because I wanted to promote my book. Or I make money from it, or both, or, you know, or I just have fun. You know, there's always, even though it stresses me out a lot, I really enjoy this in some weird roundabout way.
No, dude, that's oh god, excuse me. Dude, that's freaking awesome to see.
It somehow relaxes me and distresses me all at the same time, all the time.
I get that. Dude, when we were doing Iron Age Nights, or when I was doing like 3 shows a week, it got to a point where for a lot of the shows, because again, I was not managing my time correctly. It wasn't that I was out of time, is that where I was doing stuff, which is why I'm streaming on Monday nights now. Because it's just easy. It's just fits into the schedule with the family a lot better, and so on and so forth. So, but dude, I remember like stressing it out, making sure I had a thumbnail, making sure that, you know, I was sharing it on all the social medias, making sure that I had the guest, you know, and do a little bit of research on the projects that they're putting out there. Not do a whole lot of research on like the guests, because I actually like reacting to the guests as they're telling me information. Going through all of this, and then all of a sudden, I'd be sitting there just stressed out, and then as soon as I hit that go live button it just washed away, dude, and we were on chill mode.
Yeah. No, those moments are great.
Yeah.
They really are.
But
people don't see the moments in between. They just see the cool thumbnail. They don't think about
I don't have cool
you have to block out. Well, they don't think about how you have to block things out. Like all the stuff you're mentioning, people don't think about that. Yeah. And same thing with going comic. People see the pretty pictures, and that's what I want, right?
My favorite was always the last minute cancel on the show. Because we'd schedule like a month and a half in advance. And I got to get back into that for this show, because the Monday night interview is going to be a common thing. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently though. But yeah, I got to get back into scheduling guests and thinking about who I'm going to attempt to get on. And what are you fucking with? You're there, and then you disappear, and then you're there again.
I didn't realize it. You know what it was? It was, I saw the notification popped up, and I was like, and I'm like, why am I paying? I'm listening to you. It's the dopamine hit. Ready, closing that out. There we go.
Fucking, no, fuck. I don't remember what I was saying. I was saying something, and then you were fucking with shit, and then now we're here.
I don't know what I did. I'm sorry.
No. It's just all of a sudden it gets really, really dark, and then it gets really, really bright again. No, it's fine. No, but oh, excuse me, goodness Lord. But yeah, it's again, there's a lot of that stuff that's just really fun. You know, like I said, last minute cancellations, those were always great. You know, for whatever reason, it's like, hey, by the way, no, you. That's why I went from like announcing on like Wednesday and Thursday who our guest was going to be, to not announcing who the guest was going to be until I got confirmation like that morning. Hey, are you going to be like, because again, it was super beneficial to get people hyped up on like Wednesday, Thursday, you know, and they're like, oh my God, this really big guest is coming on. And then sometimes people would just get sick and they just couldn't. And that happened. Other times it's like, they're not messaging me back. And they're like, oh, crap, totally forgot about this. I'm like, check your fucking DMs. You know, sometimes that would happen too. And it's like, oh, and then you got a last minute cancel and then you got to change the guest. And then, yeah, you know, and you're just like, so yeah, that's why I used to not, I went from like announcing stuff on like Wednesdays to announcing, which is why I was worried about announcing you on Saturday. And I was like, if this motherfucker, I swear, if he cancels on me.
And I didn't.
And you didn't. I was going to go to a con and I was going to be like, you canceled on me, you motherfucker.
No, I did not.
I know.
Bat Sauce probably would. That's the kind of guy he is.
I think Bats would cancel on me.
I know, I'm kidding. He wouldn't. I just wanted to throw shade at Bat Sauce.
I love Bats. I love Bats to death. He was over at my house for a barbecue.
Really?
Yeah. Him and his wife and a bunch of people actually who were here. Everly Music was there. Who else was there? I invited Caffeinated Wolf, but he's too gay to show up to a barbecue, so I don't know. It's not,
yeah, he shakes my hand at a convention. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh man. Goodness Lord, excuse me. I'll probably go for about another, I don't know, I'll probably go for another like 6-7 minutes here. We'll wind up at about an hour and 15 just because my voice is getting worse and my nose is also getting worse.
That's once hold on. This is I'm just pulling this up if you're wondering why the lighting is changing. That wants to show his stupid shirt that he wore to Heroes Con. I think it's a terrible terrible shirt, personally. I in fact, I'll say I condemn Bats in the strongest possible terms.
Your terms are acceptable.
Let me find them. Oh my God, I really promote a lot with these images. All right, here we go. Hold on. All right, so
oh God,
he wore a shirt where he just put my face on it over and over and over again. There we go. Let me.
What am I about to see? I don't
Garbage.
know if I like
Garbage.
Yeah,
This-
I don't know if I'm gonna like this.
So we tabled together at Heroes Con.
Take some honey's teaspoon, or you can put it green tea. I hate green tea. Oh, that's funny.
So if you zoom in on the face, that's me holding a lightning bolt.
Dude, that's funny.
Yeah, he wore this in public.
Yeah, Bats would do that.
I still have it actually. I have it in my
Bats would
closet because he uploaded it to me. I'm like,
That's
okay.
funny.
Because he didn't want to keep it. I'm like, I guess it's my so that way no one can wear it if I have it.
So like you don't want to wear your face all over your body.
I
when
could
you're out in
grab it.
public.
But I would not. I don't think I would wear. I don't. I don't
How
think I
dare
would
you?
wear.
He gave you a fucking gift, good sir.
I don't.
You'd be
think
appreciative.
all right, if someone pays me to wear it, like
If
maybe
somebody-
I'll wear it. Yeah, like maybe I'll.
This wonderfully generous gift
Who-
from a friend
all right.
of mine.
Let's step out of the space and just imagine you're walking. You just see a guy, like just someone on the street, wearing like a bunch of his own face. That's weird.
People would definitely be like. I feel like a good portion of people would know it's your buddies fucking with you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like I said, that's fine. You guys pay me to wear that in public. I'll wear it in public.
That's funny. That's funny. It's super weird, and that's why it's so damn funny. Oh, it's pretty. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, he put that on. We were taking a nice group picture, and he goes behind me, the little scumbag, and he puts this on, and then he gets back in the picture.
That's hilarious.
And I didn't know until I was looking at the picture.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Dude, him, Ultimate Kahuna, Everly Music, who else? I don't know, a bunch of them fuckers snuck a fucking case of White Claw down in my fucking office. I didn't know about it until like 3 days later.
Damn.
Yeah.
They would drink White Claw.
Yeah.
They seem like the type. They seem like the type.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. They're all like, yeah, we were gonna make you drink White Claw. And I was like, you fuckers.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. No, they literally took a case down here and just left it so I could find it.
Mm.
I was like, you bastard. Oh, it was Bats. Yeah, Bats, Everly, Ultimate Kahuna. Who else? Somebody else did it too. Oh, and Andy Pritchard.
Oh, okay.
I was like, come on, brain. My brain needs to brain right now. My brain's not braining. Oh. I don't even think James. That's so fucked. Goodness Lord, excuse me. Oh, man. Dude, so outside, obviously, you've got this. You're coming to a close this week over on Kickstarter, which I've dropped that link a bunch of times for Phenomenova issue 3. Obviously, you're traveling around. You're going to cons and stuff like that. So what is the... what's the cons that are coming up that people can go find you at, shake your hand, and see what you're all about?
So I'll be at New York Comic Con, probably not with the table though, but I'll definitely at least have a pass. I will be at Granite State Comic Con in New Hampshire next month. I'll be at this con called like SciCon. It's not really a con. It's just this local library is like, hey, we have stuff, and it was like an hour away. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, why not? You know, like just make money. So I'm doing that. I'll be on the lookout. I might be doing a few small Jersey shows. I just got an email right before this. I thought I had applied to Baltimore, and I'm like, why haven't they got back to me? This sucks. And they go, I emailed them today, and they go, you didn't apply, but if you want to come, you can. And so I might be at Baltimore.
Also, you're the asshole now.
So now I feel like an asshole. I'm gonna have to be like,
I am so sorry.
So there.
That's awesome.
I will announce if I go to any other cons. I want to hit the con circuit harder next year, but I think I'm going to be at a lot this year. Next year, I'll definitely be at a few. I'm definitely going to be going to Denver Fan Expo for next year.
Shit.
So so I'll be at that one. I'm figuring out some of the others, but those are it. Stay tuned. I've got after Phenomenova, I've got that short story collection, Reapers in Pursuit, and then also stay tuned for I Can Fix Her. All those things, go to my website, rebeloasisstudios.com. Follow me on all socials, and I will make sure, as you guys know, I like to promote, so I will keep you guys all updated on what I'm doing.
That's freaking awesome, dude. I'm glad to have you back, man. And I'm definitely glad to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Vaughn Coleman. And I hope that all of you guys had a fantastic time in this interview. Thank you for showing up and hanging out. I would do a lot more. I was going to have an audience thingy where we talk to the audience, and I'm sick and my voice is giving out, and I need to blow my nose so damn bad. I ran out of.
Hey, you lasted a while, man.
Dude, I faked it a lot further.
You made it.
I did. I faked it a lot longer than I thought I was going to. It was awesome. Oh man, it's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. I have to figure out who the hell I'm going to have on next week and the week after that. I gotta reach out to some people. See who's available. Also, I thought about reaching out to some like larger YouTubers that I think would be super cool to have a conversation with. Not necessarily like in indie comics or even but like just I got things. I got things that I want to do. But we'll figure it out. So yeah. Get caffeinated. Wolf. Dude, I love streaming with Andrew. He's super fun. See you again, Royce. I suppose it was okay to see you too, Vaughn. Oh, dude, don't be like that to me, yes. Sean Corsgord? I don't know, Vaughn. You guys to tell me who you wanna. We'll talk about it later. Oh,
I don't know who that is.
The Ultimate Kahuna for $5, Royce. We love you, man. But since you swim in your jeans, the council has decided that your gene pool needs a lifeguard. Vaughn, leave Joe Carr alone. What?
Joe's, but this man can't spell. It's supposed to be Joe's because these allegations that I destroyed Bad Sauce's car are completely unfounded.
Oh, I'm all about this, dude. I'll tell everybody you did it. Oh,
you'd be just like everyone else. Yeah, Bad Sauce, the fake news media.
That's awesome. Have a good night, everybody.